Hey, this is a video to Losoyo. It, it, I'm perplexed. Uh, I almost don't even want to acknowledge the Samuel L. Jackson thing, because one, you're saying it is the first I've heard of it, probably because no one in their right mind thinks Samuel L. Jackson wanted the hurricane to kill the GOP. I think what he was saying was, if it had to hit somewhere, at least disrupt the conference. In fact, I'm not sure the hurricane's gonna kill anyone, but that's beside the point. That's kind of a stretch to say he legitimately thought that. The difference between that and what Todd Aiken said, one, Todd Aiken's a politician. That means he actually has the power to make a certain set of things happen. Two, he meant that shit. I'm not mad at you or anything, but in case you're not aware, Samuel L. Jackson is an actor who does funny things, so I don't think he should have said that. I'm not sure whether he meant it or not, but there's no ambiguity about Todd Aiken. That dude meant that shit. And in fact, that's a lot of what he says is in the GOP platform. So I'm not even sure whether your video was like parody or something. I can't tell. If it was, dude, you got me. But another thing you said, which was really weird. What's the point of even being a moderate GOP? Whoa. I don't even know what that means. What other people do should not affect your level of intellectual honesty. What's the point of not being a radical GOP person? Because their beliefs are not consistent with reality and cause harm. Or because you disagree with... Like, if other people's opinion is why you're not an extreme GOP dude, go for it. Be an extreme... Don't lie unless... I don't understand the question. What other people... What? I've never even heard anyone say that. Like, I've never even heard racist people, or... I don't know what would be an equivalent to, like, saying to be... I've never heard a liberal say, with these Republicans, why not be an extreme liberal that's for, you know, making... I don't know what the hell an extreme liberal would be. You know, whatever you think is an extreme liberal, I know they're there, but the irony is... Forget it. Whatever label, just pick one. Imagine them saying, well, with what those other guys are doing, why not be the worst version of my political party? If they're gonna think I'm that anywhere, I don't know what... I don't know what your argument is. What, are you mad that they're gonna think you're that? Are you saying that because we're not equally angry about a silly man? Like... For instance, when Gilbert Gottfried, a liberal, made jokes about the tsunami in Japan, he did that shit as it was happening. And there wasn't, like, ambiguity, like maybe he didn't know people had died. No, he did know. And they got on him for it. Samuel L. Jackson, now, if he had said after the hurricane hit and it had killed people or something, and he's like, why couldn't it have hit the GOP? Then we could say, yeah, but what if the hurricane comes and goes and nothing happened? Like, I don't know what that has to do with how moderate or extreme you should be. If you can even ask yourself that question, then there's a problem. Because extremists don't know they're extremists. They think they're being reasonable. Some know they're extremists and they're proud of it, but I don't even... As for Rational Round Table, look, it should tell you something that most... how do I say this? I'm not a Democrat. If I vote Democrat, it would be because it seems like Romney is winning. when when Obama was first running for office, he fooled everyone. He fooled the right into thinking that he was actually going to do something, and they were freaking out and scared, and they bought up all their weapons, even though he never mentioned guns. But and it fooled the left, and a lot of people in between. That's why a lot of people are becoming libertarian, because they're like, Obama bad. What could be the opposite of liberal or Democrat? Not all of them. Some of them were always libertarian. But I got fooled too. Well, not really. I got fooled. He seemed different in that it seemed like more of the youth was actually involved. It seemed like there's a lot of reasons, but he reminded me of Clinton, and I was too young to vote when Clinton got elected. And I don't know what your opinions on Clinton are, but it's generally understood that he was a good president. What am I trying to say? Again, if Rational Roundtable, when you're aligned with the political party, one, why would you do that? Like, we don't have any political parties in America that are not corrupt. Our system is broken until we somehow have some sort of stopgap between businesses and government. I don't know whether you believe that or that there should be no limits. Again, I don't know. I haven't watched your political videos, or I don't know your political affiliation. I just know that the things you said in this video were crazy. Like, they were downright bizarre. Do you seriously see this? A man saying that he believes that a woman who is getting raped can shut down, and that there's a difference. Todd Aiken believes that and is capable of convincing a lot of people of this stable and continuous belief, whereas Samuel L. Jackson tweeted one joke, I don't even know if it was a joke. I don't care. I didn't even know he was a icon of Democrats. Like, what are you talking about? It's a random actor. Like, what if Steve Buscemi said, I don't like gay people? The only reason there would be backlash is because there's a group of people who are that. Whereas the GOP, what's the GOP's gonna be mad at Samuel L. Jackson because he said, because they're doing the same thing. People in the, they were praying that the hurricane veers. What does that mean? What does that mean? Now, they're not going to pray that it's going to disappear, because they know that that's not going to happen, that it miraculously disappears, because then you can't say God this or that. It would be a testable claim, and God forbid that were to happen, ironically. But they were still wishing that the hurricane veered. What does that mean? It means it hits someone else. Again, that doesn't excuse what Samuel L. Jackson said, but he's Samuel L. Jackson. The last time, what? Oh man, I don't get this video. I don't understand what you were saying. Were you saying that we have just as much responsibility to get on this random actor who has no political power and who said something that was kind of vague? He wants that. What if he just wanted the property damage to happen? Like, is that, like, what is... How do you get he wants people to die from... I don't know. I don't know, I just don't get it. Now, the whole God's plan thing, that was retarded, but ironically, that's probably the part you would agree with. Not the fact, not the hurricane hitting the thing, that God has a plan. I don't know. You know what? I'm done. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. Until my next video, try to make the world a better place, and I will too.